Hello guys, how are you? This is Magiolo, and in the video today I want to talk about my new book, My Daughter's Dog, that is available already. Before we talk about My Daughter's Dog, just two little notes. First of all, if you want to send me any questions regarding books, regarding my other job as an animal behaviorist, regarding dogs, regarding anything, you can comment on the link below, or you can look for my social media, my Facebook, my Instagram, my YouTube, my LinkedIn, everything, and send me messages there, and I will answer your questions here in a video. And if you don't have any of my books, and if you want one of my books signed by me with your name, you can send an email to marco.magiolo@gmail.com, and I will sign a book for you. I will put your name there, or write whatever you want me to write, and I will mail the book for you in any place in the country. So if you want one of my books signed by me, just let me know, send me an email, and I'm gonna mail to you anywhere in the country. Well, today let's talk about My Daughter's Dog. This is my new novel. It was just recently published in August, like a few days ago. This is the paperback. I love this cover. I love this border collie in the cover. Okay, so I love the art in this book. It's beautiful, and honestly, look at this hardcover. The hardcover is absolutely amazing. It's a little bit different, the color in the back, see? But the hardcover is astonishing. It's so beautiful. It's so amazing. Well done. And I am very, very happy with the result of this product. It's a very good project. So let's talk about My Daughter's Dog. Let's talk about where the idea to write Daughter's Dog, My Daughter's Dog came from, and share a little bit with you guys about my experience writing books. This is my first book, my fourth book, but there is something very special about this book. It's the first time that I write a 100% fiction book, fiction novel. Canine Legends, I already made videos talking about Canine Legends, but Canine Legends was a book that was inspiring my real life. So it was not that hard to write Canine Legends, to be very honest with you. And because I knew all those people, I knew all those scenes. I was there living those experiences. So I just pretty much was writing, no stop. And then I had three books about my travels and my challenges as a dog agility handler. But I enjoy so much writing Canine Legends that I told myself, I said, I cannot stop writing. I want to write something else. I want to do something more. But at the same time, I did not want to continue writing Canine Legends. I want to try to do something different. And what I'm gonna write about it, I have no idea. I have no experience writing different stories, 100% fiction stories. So I was searching for an idea, and I had no ideas. I had this something in my mind saying, everything already wrote about anything, what kind of story am I gonna tell? So then one day I was going to see a client, and again, if you don't know, I am an animal behaviorist. So I see dogs with behavior problems, aggressive, destructive behaviors, separation anxiety, and even basic obedience I do. So one day I got a call from a client, and I went to see this dog, and the story was the son of the guy just dropped the dog there because the son could not take care of the dog anymore. And this middle-aged man on his 60s had to start taking care of this dog, and he had no idea about dogs. He had never had dogs in his life, and he hated dogs. So he called me to help him. And it was completely different than the story I developed in the book, but I remember I was driving out of that house after talking with that gentleman, and I say, man, this is a good idea, somebody that is already on his 60s, and the only thing he wants in life is settle down, and now he has this crazy dog in the house. And then I start working what about if something tragic had happened with his son, and he was forced to take care of that dog? What about if that guy was an immigrant? What about, so I started creating all those characters around the scenario. And that one, pretty much, my daughter's dog idea came from. So I remember I changed the son for a daughter, and then I start adding stuff in the story to try to make the story more dramatic and more interesting. So I decided to make a daughter, a girl. I decided to create this very traumatic event. I'm not gonna give you any spoilers about the book, but yes, in the book, there's a tragedy that happened with the daughter, and this middle-aged man had to start taking care of her dog, my daughter's dog. Um, but I say, this is still not enough. I need more. What about if daughter and father had a really bad relationship? And I created that. Again, I'm not going to spoiler. I'm not going to give you any spoilers. But in the book, the father and the daughter, they have a very complicated relationship because the father never accepted some life choices or the way the daughter was. And I say, no, 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 I still need more. So what about if this middle-aged man is an immigrant who lives in a bad city? And having a bad city with a lot of violence is also good because I can create a villain. So like a delinquent, a marginal, a villain will be one of those people who lives in the city and is like always doing things against the law and robberies and things like that. So that's it. Now I have a villain. Um, so what about if this guy that has to take care of the daughter's dog, it's a guy that has all these traumatic events happening in his life. So like, where is his wife? What happened with his wife? And then I create all this family tragedies happening. And then you start understanding why this guy behave the way he behaves. He pretty much lost everything in life, and now he needs to take care of this dog. So where did he came from? Uh, and I remember I was adding that, and I was not writing the book at that point. I was just creating bullet points. I had a bunch of bullet points, bullet points, bullet points, and I remember I was reading my bullet points, and I say, wait a second, this guy's so lonely. He can be that lonely, you know. He needs to have somebody, even around him. And then I create Jada, and Jada is a neighbor that also has a lot of traumatic events in her life, and she is gonna be our hero only friend, you know. So he is the only friend of the middle-aged man in the book. But wait, we can still create more. So what about if this woman has a son? And what about if this son is a teenager son and he looks as Giuseppe, the protagonist, as a father figure? So slowly and step by step, I got the idea of this guy taking care of this dog, uh, and start adding stuff and adding stuff and adding characters and adding the city. And I create a fictional city. The city that I created, it does not exist in real life. I know where the city is, like in Central Florida, close to the Okeechobee Lake, but it does not exist. So it was an amazing experience. I enjoy so much, and I know there's a very dramatic book, and people who read it and they always say, Marco, I cry so much. You know, there's some scenes that are very sad, and it's weird to say that, but I have fun writing those scenes. Those scenes, I could visualize happening, and I just had fun. So. Um, because of having so much fun writing all those books, I'm already preparing the next one, but we're not going to talk about the next one yet. So far, the only thing I'm going to ask you, take a look on my daughter's dog. This is my first 100, it's my fourth book, my fourth novel, but it's my first 100% fictional novel. Everything here you know, took out of my mind and created from my own mind. And that's it. Okay, so I hope you guys like this video. Please go read My Daughter's Dog. You guys will enjoy a lot. Thank you very much. Bye.